What's the price of an unforgettable memory? For the ultra-rich, it starts at around $5,000 a night. We're counting down 10 hotels so outrageously romantic, they're practically a blue-chip investment in your relationship's future. The grand classics of urban romance. When it comes to romance, some cities just have an unfair advantage. And at the top of that list, forever and always, is Paris. But if you're going to do Paris right, you don't just stay anywhere. You stay at a palace. Welcome to the Hôtel de Crillon, a Rosewood Hotel. This isn't just a building, it's a historic landmark with a front row seat to French history, commissioned by King Louis XV and overlooking the Place de la Concorde. This is the building where Marie Antoinette took piano lessons and where the French-American Treaty recognizing the Declaration of Independence was signed. After a monumental 4-year, $200 million renovation, it reopened as a masterclass in Parisian elegance, a perfect blend of 18th century heritage and 21st century comfort. That money bought not just a facelift, but an archaeological dig, excavating a new basement level to create a stunning swimming pool illuminated by a skylight. For upwards of $3,000 a night, you can stay in a standard room, but the true romance lies in the Grand's apartments. These 2 signature suites were personally designed by the late Karl Lagerfeld, a close friend of the hotel, and they are a reflection of his own impeccable taste, featuring bespoke furniture, his favorite books, and bathrooms carved from a single massive block of rare marble. This is romance as a historical statement, a night spent wrapped in the kind of old-world glamour and revolutionary history that makes every moment feel cinematic. From the grand avenues of Paris, we drift to the mysterious canals of Venice, where romance is a quieter, more secretive affair, and no place captures that spirit better than the Aman Venice. Housed in the 16th century Palazzo Papadopoli, this is one of the most exclusive and discreet addresses on the Grand Canal. Its status was cemented in the global consciousness when George and Amal Clooney chose it for their wedding, transforming it from a secret of the super rich into a legend. The arrival itself is pure theater. You glide up to a private jetty in a water taxi, stepping directly from the canal into a world of breathtaking opulence. Behind its historic facade are rooms adorned with priceless Tiepolo frescoes, gilded ceilings, and museum-quality Rococo artistry. A night here, which will set you back at least $2,500, feels less like a hotel stay and more like you're the personal guests of a Venetian doge. The hotel also boasts 2 private gardens, an almost unheard of luxury in a city built on water, offering a serene green escape from the stone and canals. It's a place that wraps you in such opulent history, you'll be afraid to touch the walls. Architectural love stories. Sometimes the building itself is the main event, an architectural marvel so stunning it becomes the romantic destination, and there is no better example of this than the Silo in Cape Town. This hotel is a work of art, quite literally. It's built in the grain elevator portion of a historic grain silo complex, towering over the V&A waterfront. The building's most iconic features are its ingenious geometric windows, multifaceted panes that bulge outward like diamonds, offering 360-degree views of Table Mountain, the city, and the Atlantic Ocean. Inside, it's a vibrant explosion of color, art, and design. The hotel sits directly above the Zeitz Museum of Contemporary Art Africa, and that artistic spirit flows through every room. The real romance, however, happens on the roof, at the glass-sided swimming pool that offers what is arguably the best urban view on the continent. From a modern masterpiece of industrial conversion, we travel to a timeless fantasy in Udaipur, India. The Taj Lake Palace is not just near the water, it's floating in it. This 18th century white marble palace appears to drift ethereally on the waters of Lake Pichola, accessible only by a private boat. It was originally built as a royal summer palace for a young prince, a place for decadent parties and romantic escapades. Today, that spirit lives on. As a guest, you are treated like royalty from the moment you step onto the boat, with staff attending to your every whim. The palace itself is an intricate maze of courtyards, corridors, and pavilions adorned with mosaics, stained glass, and frescoes. A stay here is like stepping into a Bollywood dream sequence, a truly magical experience where the romance is woven into the very marble of the building. But what if the architecture was designed to simply disappear? For that, we head to St. Lucia and Jade Mountain. This is the passion project of architect Nick Trubetskoy, who designed a resort that is in complete harmony with its Caribbean surroundings. Each of the 29 suites, or sanctuaries, is a work of art. They are famous for having a missing fourth wall, completely opening the space to an unparalleled view of the Piton Mountains and the sea below. There are no phones, no televisions, and no clocks. Each sanctuary is a completely private world, featuring its own magnificent infinity pool that seems to cascade into the horizon. With sanctuaries costing anywhere from $1,500 to over $4,000 a night, Jade Mountain is for couples who believe the ultimate romance is shedding the distractions of the modern world and focusing only on the view and each other. The edge of the world romance. For some, true romance is found in a breathtaking landscape, in a place that feels like the edge of the world, and no place has cornered the market on dramatic cliffside views quite like Santorini. Caneve's Oya Luxury Suites is carved into the cliffs of Oya, offering that iconic postcard-perfect view of the caldera. The hotel is a brilliant white cascade of suites tumbling down the volcanic rock face, each with its own private plunge pool or infinity pool that seems to merge with the deep blue of the Aegean Sea. Waking up here feels like waking up inside a screensaver. It's a place so visually perfect, so quintessentially romantic, that it almost feels unreal. It's about indulging in the fantasy, sipping champagne on your private terrace as the sun sets over the caldera in a blaze of orange and pink. If the pristine white of Santorini is too perfect for you, perhaps the rugged, soulful beauty of California's Big Sur will appeal. Post Ranch Inn is an icon of rustic, adults-only luxury, a place where romance is found in tranquility and a deep connection to nature. Perched on 1,200-foot cliffs overlooking the Pacific Ocean, the resort's organic architecture blends seamlessly into the landscape. Rooms are built from wood, glass, and stone, each with a fireplace and either an ocean or mountain view. But the most romantic spots are the cliff-edge basking pools, heated infinity hot tubs that offer a front-row seat to migrating whales, dramatic sunsets, and a universe of stars in the clear night sky. It's a quiet, profound kind of romance for couples who find love in the silent grandeur of the natural world. But we can get more remote. For the ultimate romantic isolation, we journey to the heart of the Namib Desert in Zanier Hotel Sonop. This place is otherworldly. It's a luxurious 1920s-style British explorers camp built on top of a massive granite boulder outcrop in the middle of nowhere. The 10 spacious tents are appointed with antiques, roll-top baths, and 4-poster beds, evoking a bygone era of adventure and discovery. The romance here is born from the sheer scale and silence of the desert. Days are spent on horseback, on electric fat bikes, or in hot air balloons floating over the vast ochre-colored dunes. At night, after a formal silver service dinner, you can watch a classic film at the open-air cinema or gaze at the Milky Way through the camp's powerful telescope. It's an escape for the adventurous couple, a place to find connection in one of the most vast and empty landscapes on Earth. The private paradise fantasy. And now, the ultimate romantic fantasy, the private paradise. This is the castaway dream, where the rest of the world melts away. First, to French Polynesia and the Brando. This resort on the private atoll of Tetiaroa was Marlon Brando's personal sanctuary. It's a place built on a deep love for the environment, a pioneering model of sustainable luxury. Each of the 35 private villas has its own stretch of white sand beach and private pool, offering complete seclusion. The romance of the Brando is in its effortless, barefoot luxury and its connection to a Hollywood legend. It's about morning swims with sea turtles and evenings spent dining on Michelin star cuisine with your feet in the sand. It's a shared dream of a better, more beautiful world. But for our grand finale, we head to the Maldives, to a resort that has redefined over-the-top playful romance. Soneva Johnny. This place is pure fantasy. It's a collection of enormous overwater villas so luxurious they feel like private estates floating on the impossible turquoise lagoon, and they come with a feature you won't find anywhere else, a private slide that takes you from the top floor of your villa directly into the sea. But the fantasy doesn't stop there. Above the master bed, a portion of the roof retracts at the touch of a button, revealing the star-studded night sky. You can literally stargaze from your pillows. Soneva Johnny, where villas can cost anywhere from $3,000 to over $30,000 a night, also features an overwater silent cinema, a world-class observatory, and personal butlers known as Mr. or Miss. Friday. It's the ultimate playground for couples who believe romance should be epic, whimsical, and above all, fun. From Parisian palaces to desert camps, these hotels prove that romance comes in many forms. But at this level, it's always about one thing, creating a private world just for two.